Hello and welcome to Monty's Corner. If you've been here before, you know that something's changed. But see if you're just new, welcome, you're still in the right place. So today I want to talk about quitting. No as a failure, no as a weakness, but quitting is one of the best skills you can have. It's your superpower. We've been sold this idea that winners never quit and quitters never win. I think that's the worst thing you can say to somebody, and I'm going to explain why. Quitting is sometimes your exact move. And by the end of this episode, I want to give you the framework. It's no mine, I borrowed it off Stephen Bartlett. I used to put myself through this framework, but he articulates it much better than I could. So that will help whether you want to quit. It will help you realise whether you want to quit or whether you want to push through. So, the elephant in the room. The reason I changed the name. This podcast used to be called the It's Okay Kid podcast. And see, if I'm being completely honest, I quit that. And the reason I walked away from it is because what I want to speak about today, this framework, it wasn't sitting with me. See, the name, it didn't feel personal enough. It was Lisa's brand. And every time I said, it's the It's Okay Kid podcast, first of all, fuck me, it's a tongue twister. Secondly, I just didn't feel invested in it. And I felt the topics I were talking about were stuff from my past, and I felt it was all kind of traumatic and it wasn't light. And I want to give you life advice that doesn't suck, but also I want to speak about different stuff, and it just wasn't sitting with me. And I'll come through some of the stuff we talk about in the framework. I was starting to feel stupid when I was saying the strap line, and I wasn't convincing myself. And even Lisa was like that, you need to be a wee bit upbeat, put your personality across. And I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. I love doing the podcast. I love speaking about stuff. So that was it. So after a conversation with my friend Claude, I went for something more personal, something I could say with confidence. In Monty's Corner, obviously, my name's Ryan Montgomery. I was hashing out a few brainstorms with Claude, and they came up with Monty's Corner through the fighting aspect, through having somebody in your corner, the fact that I've been through a lot of shit in my life and I've fought to get to where I am. It kind of resonated with me, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to change it to that. So quitting, the old name wasn't giving up. It was just being honest. And see if quitting's done right, that's what it looks like. Because you're stopping doing something, but also opens up the door to do something totally new, and something that you've got confidence in, something that you're motivated to do, and something that piques you, and you feel as if you want, there's a drive to do it. And that's why I put myself through that. So the quitting framework, and it's Stephen Bartlett's, because he articulates it much better than me, so as I can explain it, because I've got the framework here in front of me. But his framework, and there's two reasons why you quit something, or why you feel like quitting something. I'll rephrase that. Step one is because it's hard. Now, if you want to quit something because it's hard and you feel like you're going to quit it, you need to ask yourself a question, because you move into the second framework, the second box. Is the reward, are you going to get the reward? If you keep pushing through, is the reward going to be enough? Does it look appealing? And I'll give you an example. When I started Thai boxing, it was fucking hard. Stevie Houston, well-known trainer in Scotland, he's one of my mates. I used to play football, and I'd always wanted to try fighting. I had mates that had tried it, and it was always something I wanted to test myself. But oh my God, see the first six months of fucking training, he had loads of fucking great fighters, JR, Shawzy, Rude, loads of guys, Lloyd, fucking hell, in the gym that they just batter you. There's no other word for it, and that is how you just get flying with the lines, and that is how you learn. And every week, black eyes, I couldn't understand how these people who were smaller than me were just fucking beating me up. So there comes a point, it's round about the 6 month mark, whether you go, is this for me? And you had these, and I'd always wanted to do it. But I started to get better. So the reward was good enough. I'm like that. I'm going to end up fighting. I'm going to get to find out something about myself. I'm learning new skills. I'm learning how to fight, because everybody thinks they can fight before they go into a martial arts gym, whether it be MMA, Thai boxing, whatever, and they get humbled off a 14-year-old lassie and they question everything about their life. And it either makes you go that way or makes you stay exactly where you are and keep going. And that's what the framework's about. The second reason is because it sucks, because it's shite. And that's when you move into the box of, is the juice worth the squeeze? And see if it's no. See if you're putting loads in and you're getting nothing out and you're genuinely fucking miserable, quit it. Because there's no point in sitting there. See if you're not going to get the reward at the end, then you stop. And that's where I was with this podcast. I wanted to keep going, but I tweaked it because I wanted to quit the name and start a new one. And if you're thinking about quitting something right now, and by the way, I'll put this framework in the comments so you can click on it. I've done a nice wee framework and it looks a wee bit professional because I'm fancy. I'll put it in the comments and so you've got it. And if you're thinking about quitting a relationship, a job, a habit, a project, run it through that. Be honest with yourself. But see, sometimes it's just hard. You will go over that. See if you push through and the reward is big enough. Do not quit, because most people quit right before they're going to get the thing that they really, really want. Another thing to do, see when you're doing it, and this is where I landed on, see quitting is a strength. We've been conditioned to think it's a weakness. But the most of the people you admire, most of the people I admire, they've quit stuff. Even Stephen Bartlett, I admire him, his podcast's amazing, I've read his book. But he's telling you, if you're not happy, quit. He's quit loads of stuff. And the people you admire, whoever it is, they've quit something to start something new. They've realised pretty quickly that this isn't working. Or they might not have realised quickly. They might have came to the conclusion, I've put fucking loads into this. What's the end result here if I keep going? And see if you're not going to get the end result. If the reward isn't big enough, chuck it. See if it is, keep going, push through. Because see, once you get it, honestly, see after I had my first fight, I was fucking buzzing. Nobody could take that away from me. Whether I'm not a world champion, I'm a fucking amateur Thai boxer, but I've done stuff, and you've probably done stuff if you've pushed through that people would love to do. People criticise you when you're in there, but they've not got the balls to do it themselves. So nobody can take that away from you once you push through. But you need to listen to your gut, and that's where I landed on the day when I changed this podcast. And I wanted to get this video out quick because I didn't want people landing on Monty's corner and going, fucking hell, this guy, this is a fucking, all these videos say it's okay, kid, and I'm not putting the videos away. I'm going to leave them out there because I want to see my progression. But you need to listen to your gut, because your gut knows before your head does. And you need to be strong. Run the framework, ask these 2 questions, and see, the thing is, you'll know deep down, and you've got permission. It's all right. See if you want to quit, you've got permission to quit. You're not a failure. It's not a sign of weakness. It is absolutely fine. So run the framework. Let me know how you get on. If there's something that you're thinking about quitting, do the framework and let me know in the comments how you get on, if you've chucked it or if you've pushed through. But yes, this is Monty's Corner. I am your host, Ryan, and I'll see you in the next one.